Hello, everybody. And welcome to another Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and I will be your tour guide on Lost Caverns of Ixalan today. We're going to go pick by pick, play by play, the scenic route through Lost Caverns of Ixalan, showing you all of the sites. And we've opened the rare that cannot be taken. Fabrication Foundry which shall not be named, because it is glitchy. And yet, I might be one of the few people who has lost to this card, because in the early access event, someone played it against me, and then they beat me with this card, which is a very good one, and one that I'm very tempted to first pick. It's like a gold card, so I probably won't take it, but this card is so good. Like, it just takes over the game, like, all by itself. Like, basically like a rare, almost. This card's really good, though. All of the uncommons are amazing. This card's fantastic, this card's fantastic, this card's fantastic, this card's fantastic. So in a case where they're all fantastic, the commons are a lot worse, but, like, when they're all very good, it just comes down to, like, personal preference, and I think taking a very narrow card is probably not the play. I might just take the Malamet War Scribe, or even Dreadmaw's Ire. I kind of want to try Dreadmaw's Ire. Or just the Brontodon. Brontodon's really good. This is tough. I don't know which ones to pick. I'm going to take the Malamet War Scribe. They're all very good, though. And we're off to the races! We are writing with the glyph, mightier than the sword. 2 Malamet War Scribes is really good to start off a draft. Honestly, if I had taken a Brontodon, I could have just taken another Brontodon. If I'd taken the Dreadmaw's Ire, I think Dreadmaw's Ire is the worst of the ones because it's just a combat trick that's only good in aggro decks. This card's got a narrow deck. I mean, this card's just good in any white deck, I think, because most white decks have a bunch of creatures. But, yeah. I think this is an easy Malamet War Scribe to follow up my last one. If I'd taken Brontodon, I would take Brontodon here. And then again, the commons are kind of weak. This is a pretty good removal spell. This guy's okay. This card's okay. This card's okay. We've got 2 scribes. We're scribing. And when you have 2 scribes, all you need is a backpack to hold all of your materials. If you look off to your right side, you will notice a backpack. Because you never leave home without a gnome in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. That's what we've learned. What a great start to a draft. Oh my gosh. If I'd gone with the Brontodon play, I still would probably take this card, but it's closer. I don't think there's a good green card follow-up. This card's pretty cute. Buff up creatures. This card's a little bit... I don't usually care about this card that much, but I like Tinker's Tote. And then after that, I might take the red Gold Fury Strider, though I already have 5 drops, so maybe I would take like Militia or Idol. I like just staying mono white for now, though. Okay, we're going to have to branch out here. I mean, we could just take, like, Deconstruction Hammer. That's not great. So now we have to choose which second color we want. This pack does have 5 green cards in it. Whoa, thanks, Wizard, for the raid. I really appreciate that. Also, for the YouTube folks, I am streaming this live on Twitch, so if you want to hang out, watch me play live, that's where you can go, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. But, yeah. Spelunking's not particularly great. River Herald Guide is fine. Glowcap Lantern is, like, mediocre. I've never seen it in play. I don't think these red cards are worth taking. I could just take the land, but feels like there's a good chance to branch. I don't really want this card, though. I never find myself, like, overly enthused when I have the River Herald Guide. Could also take Deconstruction Hammer. Things are growing great, Wizard 138. I'm just going to take the River Herald Guide. It's fine. It's good enough to be worth taking. Now I'll take this bad boy. Vanguard of the Rose. I'm very leaning heavily towards white cards because I'm guaranteed to play them. Because I'm going to play white no matter what. With 2 War Scribes and a Tinker's Tote, I'm locked into white and just figuring out my second color. It could be black. We did see that, like, Stegosaurus card. I'm going to go to this view because the cards are bigger for now. And my curve is pretty standard. I like the other view better, but I think this might be better for viewing. Let me know in the comments what you think. But we're going to take Vanguard of the Rose here very easily. And now we get an easy Petrify. I mean, we're just going to take the best white card. We are seeing another... The second best card is a green card with Poison Dart Frog, which makes me like this decision. Cartographer's Companion plays well with the Vanguard of the Rose. Gives you that extra map to sack to it. This is just white is wide open, and I'm feeling very good. So now there's another Petrify. There's also Jade Seedstones and Explorer's Cache, which are both pretty decent in white-green. But I'm just going to keep taking white cards. I'm guaranteed to play them. This way, if I open like a really good red card pack too, I can just take it. This card's high upside. There's also Sunshot Militia. Tithing Blade is a complete non-bow with Petrify. Do not put those cards in the deck together. I think I'll take the Glorifier over Thousand Moon and over Sunshot Militia. Sunshot's pretty reasonable, but I don't want to jump into a second color yet. Sure, I'll just take another Glorifier. With 2 Glorifiers, I'm kind of going to be looking for things to sacrifice. It fits best in black-white, I think, probably. I don't like Miner's Guidewing at all, because it's got that tension, because you kind of want to put counters on it, but you also want it to die. It's just tough. Okay. Mephitic Draft goes great with Glorifier of Suffering. Black has seemed like the second most open color in this draft. There's also Rampaging Spiketail, Child of the Volcano, Hotfoot Gnome, Spiketail, but I think Draft is good. Good in this spot, at least. Fanatical Offering plays well with the same cards that Draft want to be with. There's also just Helping Hand, though. I can build towards a sack deck. I have 3 sack outlets now and a 1 sack payoff. I don't think Helping Hand is that good. I'll get Glowcap Lantern in case I can go for the green deck. Skull Taker goes well if I'm sacking things. I don't think Glowcap Lantern is very good, because it doesn't buff stats unless you hit a creature, and you don't know if you're going to hit one of those. Might of Ancestors, sure. Relics Roar. Pack 2. Our rare is kind of a mediocre card. I've tried it. I've never really got to use it effectively. It's much worse than a Braid, which is a really good card. Lattice is fine. There's a Brontodon. There's no good white cards, sadly. Like, this card's okay. This card's okay. This card's, like, bad. There's no good black cards either. The only black card's a Fungal Fortitude. So I guess I might as well take a speculative pick. And if I'm going to speculate, I might as well speculate into green, which seemed the most open pack 1. So there's no way it's open pack 2, because the guy I passed, like, 2 green cards to. I could just take a Braid here, because... and just be like the hook and the like overthink pick where I'd like, okay, red wasn't open pack 1, so it could be open pack 2. But legitimately, I don't think this is going to matter. I'm not going to try to transition into green, I don't think. I'm going to take the Braid. I think it does lead to the most interesting potential options. Nice. Now we get a Deep Cavern Bat. This card's fantastic. Absolutely stellar card here. There's also a Synapse Necromage, which I would like to go with my sacrifice stuff. Cloud Guard is good with my sacrifice stuff, and my Malamet War Scribes. This card also goes well with Malamet, but I love this 2-drop. Really good stuff. This card's okay. I don't need more than 1 Fanatical Offering. We're in good shape here. Okay, this card's perfect for me. I really want the Cartographer's Companion. The Mephitic Draft is going to wheel. Soul Coil Viper, Archaeologists, Gnome. This is a good pickup. Let's check my 3-drops. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops, but this is going to be played on turn 4 or 5 a lot of the time. I think this card gets snapped up. I think this card's just really good. The extra map token makes a big difference. Now an easy Deadweight. We're seeing some green here. I'm not worried as long as we're getting cards. Also, we're not seeing much white. If the person we were passing to ended up in white, I would be absolutely flabbergasted. And I don't use that word lightly. I know to just throw out the flabbergast card. So this card plays great with Malamet War Scribe, which kind of makes me want it. Like, sack Malamet War Scribe with Fungal Fortitude, build your own replacement anthem. But I'll probably wheel the Fungal Fortitude, and I'll just get another 2-drop in the meantime. I love this card. It's so good. I don't know if it's great in my deck, but better than these other options. I don't want to just put a creature in my deck just to sacrifice. I love it. This card's also fantastic for what I'm trying to do here. Just gives me a 2-drop I don't mind sacrificing. I wouldn't mind another Companion because it's a similar vibe, but I'd rather get a 2-drop version of that effect. Creature count 10. This will be 11, but I don't really need that as a creature. I already have 1. I have a decent number of 3-drops already, so the snail is perfect. Now I get a removal spell. I mean, these picks are very straightforward at this point because we've kind of decided on our lane. I think I do want 1 Fungal Fortitude. It plays well with a lot of my cards. Crackshot is kind of bad. I'll probably replace it by the end of pack 3. Ooh, we got Necromage back. I really like Echo of Dusk. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops right now. I don't need to prioritize this card. I already have one. Echo's great, but I think Necromage is great with my Glorifier and my War Scribe, so yeah. Any card that makes multiple bodies is great in this deck. So Tinker's Totes are perfect. Necromages are great. Skull Kit Taker's not as necessary. Crackshot's not as necessary. Marionette's not really as necessary. So this is kind of the cards that I'm almost for sure going to play. Sure, I'll take another Mythic Draft. This card's really sweet with, like, War Scribe if I'm milling it or something, but I'm just going to try the draft plan, see if I can get huge value from that. Ooh, this card's really good in my deck. I actually really, really like this one because it gives me, like, a stream of tokens. Oh my gosh. Like, I sack a draft, sack a snail, get a token, sack the token to Glorifier. It doesn't feed me tokens that way because... But I feel like I can get some tokens and then win them with the Malamute War Scribes. Yes! Yes! The Thousand Moon Smithy! This card is absolutely absurd. This card feels unbeatable whenever my opponent plays it. It's always like a 4-mana 5/5 that flips next turn. Yes! Big time! Huge skill. And then we might even wheel, like, we're not going to wheel a Deadweight or a Dawn Runner, but we could wheel a Cartographers, maybe? Let's go. Huge. That was a great pickup. Now we get a... Oh my gosh, this pack is incredible! There's a Tinker's Tote, and there's also a Chupacabra Echo. It's got to be Chupacabra Echo, right? Tinker's Tote is really good in my deck, though. I mean, I'm taking the Echo, but I'm sad. I love Tote. This card's also pretty good. Like, I wouldn't mind playing a Stalactite Stalker. This is going to be a great Echo deck, though. What? What is happening? We're getting so many good cards! Oh my gosh! We read the signs. We read the signals. We did it. The rares are flowing. Yeah! Bartolome del Presidio! Welcome to the team! Bless this sinner who sacrificed his blood so that I may live. Oh my gosh. Well, this deck is looking great. Okay, this is like an easy old tech Cloud Guard, another card that makes a token for me to sacrifice. I'm loving these two Mephitic drafts here. Ooh, nice little mischievous pup. Fanatical Offering would be pretty solid, but this card's absolutely just great. I have a lot of ETBs as well. Like I can pick up the Tote. There's an Offering, but I don't need it. What's my worst card here? Like, what am I cutting for that guy? I wouldn't mind an Echo of Dusk. I would probably play it. Oh my gosh, there's another Pup. I think Pup is better than Cave Crawler. Maybe a controversial take. I don't know if it's controversial, but I feel like Pup is better. I have so many 3-drops. Can Pup be used with Bat to make it permanently exiled? I think not. Wow, we wheeled Deadweight. That's insane. I'm going to take this over the Sandwing, I think. Actually, I think having one land cycler in my deck is pretty good. Ooh, another chance came back. That's great. Oh my gosh. Visage of Dread is also reasonable, but I love another chance. Visage of Dread gives me something that like takes their card and then can be bounced or sacrificed. It's great with Pup. But I have a lot of Pup synergy. I have 17 creatures, 12 non-creatures. So I think the reason that it used to work, where you could like bounce the thing with it on the stack or like sacrifice it with it on the stack and keep your card forever, was because they were separated into two different clauses. Where it was like, it would be like, when Deep Cavern enters a battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile target non-land card from it. And then it says, when Deep Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to their owner's hand. And so the way it would work is you would sacrifice it with the trigger on the stack, and so Deep Cavern Bat would already be out of play. But now they do it as one sentence, so it doesn't work like that. So I'm just going to put in all the cards I could consider playing, and then I'll cut them one by one. So we're not playing green, so Malamet Side's definitely not in there. So we have 52 cards. I think we're going to play 16 lands plus a Sandwing, because our curve does kind of end at 4 and with 2 5-drops. And then what are we trying to do here? We don't want the quick shot. Let's just go through and just get rid of all the weak cards that are like obviously like not great. Like Fungal Fortitude has some potential as a reasonable card with like all of my stuff. Which cards are going to be at their best when my deck isn't functioning properly? So like, I have my 2 Mephitic drafts, which I think are good because I have 1, 2, 3. Do I even need the Glorifier of Suffering? Do I even need the Sacrifice package, I guess? I could just cut the Sacrifice package. I don't think I need Brood Rage Mycoid. That card's good, but I don't need it. I really like Marionette. I really like Echo of Dust just as a card. Like, this is 39 cards, and it's just all bangers, pretty much. Like, I don't even need any of the sacrifice stuff. I think Bartolome's still good. The snail is pretty good still. How much removal do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got plenty of removal. Like, this deck doesn't need any of the sacrifice junk. Like, I don't need any of these guys. I think Echo is just good in general. You get your graveyard full pretty reasonably, I think. And I think I will put in the Brood Rage Mycoid, maybe. Mephitic Draft is also close, because I can bounce it with Pup. Like, I think I want a card that's good with Pup. So this card can be sacrificed to Bartolome, Vanguard. Bounce with Pup. Probably not quite good enough. Pup payoffs are currently like this card, this card, this card to some degree, this card. I think I just want another creature, maybe. I don't think I want this guy. I think I'm just going to put in the Brood Rage Mycoid. And yeah, this is going to be the deck for now. We can always make changes later, but I like the Brood Rage Mycoid makes multiple bodies to eventually go with the War Scribe. Pup is also just a 3/1, folks, that can save your guy from removal. It just does a lot of stuff. Trust in the Pup, you'll see. And if it doesn't work, then we can always take it out later. But I don't have a better card, I don't think, in my sideboard. I think Pup is pretty reasonable. Would I rather have the 1/3 Death Touch here? Maybe, but I'm not even sure. Anyway, our colors are pretty much dead even. We've got this as an extra white source for our double white guys, and that's pretty good. But anyway, I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if they've been helping you find more success in your draft and have more fun playing Magic, and you would like to show your support, then you can do so via Patreon. It is essentially a way to tip my channel, but it also comes with some cool rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for Lost Caverns of Ixalan and other cool things like that. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. And if you're interested in learning more, you can of course find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the games. Welcome! We've got a great hand here. My gosh. So I could play... We'll play Bartolome. He hits harder. I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this Brood Rage Mycoid. Sure. I'm fine making that trade because I'm just going to be buying this thing back over and over. I really wish I had a swamp. If I draw a swamp, I can kill their 1/X1. Sure. Fine by me. Really hoping for a swamp. I probably will just kill this with the Echo. Beautiful. Let's go. Actually, I'm just going to play the Mycoid this turn. Because then I'll get an extra 1/1 when this thing does what happened. Also, if I draw another swamp, I can double spell. I guess I could have already done that, but just getting a 4-drop into play seems better. More power. And if I could only cast one spell a turn, might as well be my 4-drop. Yep. That's a card. How do I want to do this? Attack them for 3. I'm not super worried about my life total. Like, I'm way more worried about them flipping their guy. I really just need to draw, like, a swamp. If I draw a swamp, I'm going to win this game easily, I think. Okay. Get wrecked. Oh! Mm-hmm. So I can sack this thing next turn to get a descend trigger, but I think I'm just going to do it for damage now. Oh, I can't quite keep him alive. That's tough. What? Oh, they drew a tap land. Come on, Milla, permanent. Nice. Look at Pup doing the work as a permanent. Okay. Block 3, and then they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if they block that, I get another 1/1, and I get to, oh my gosh, why would they block that guy? That was like the worst choice. Gosh, this Brood Rage Mycoid is just generating. It's a generator! Okay. I hope I don't die. Ah, the Enigma Jewel. Got there. These 1/1s are just killer! Oh my gosh! Did anyone see Corpses of the Lost this game? Just absolutely taking over. And Brood Rage Mycoid was a beast! That last inclusion in my deck was so smart. I'm so genius. I knew it would work out. I knew in my heart of hearts that Brood Rage Mycoid was what I needed. I was like, you know, Nikolai, Brood Rage Mycoid would be pretty good here. And then I was like, you know, I should play Brood Rage Mycoid because obviously it's like incredible in my deck, just like sits in play under a Song of Stupefaction. Because who cares about singing? I mean, I like to sing. Brood Rage Mycoid likes to sing. That's why he's in my deck. My War Scribe writes the songs, the Brood Rage Mycoid sings them. In its fungus voice, or whatever it has. It's a mycoid. Ooh, baby. We got our mischievous pup. Time to see if he's actually good, or if the haters are right. I just think pup is almost always good, but they have a siren, so I guess not. This spot, potentially. Got my Corpses of the Lost. I can bounce it with my pup. Corpses of the Lost is a great card. We've taken the damage lead, and we're never giving it back. So there. I also have Skullcap Snail plus Pup. That's pretty good if I'm going for the grindier route. No, don't do it. Please. Show mercy. Oh, I hope they don't hit a spell. Oh, please hit a land. Ah! A 3/4 vigilance. That's really not good for me. I have answers, though. Plenty of answers. The fact that it has vigilance is really annoying, but, you know. I just had to find a Petrify or one of my other kill spells. This is where I wish I could sideboard so I could make sure, like, side in any reach creatures or whatever. Double pup. I think I'm dead here. I really just need to find the kill spell for this thing. Like, if I find a Petrify for that, it'll buy me some time. Oh, never mind. I have no time. Why are all of their cards flyers? That's the real question. Classic, oops, a lot of flyers deck, and I don't draw a single one of my removal spells. If I had drawn any removal spell, I would have won this game. Like, I have, like, a bunch of removal in my deck. That's just an unlucky draw, I think. Like, I don't know. I have 2 Deadweights, which would have been fantastic. Or at least okay. I have 2 Petrifies, which actually would have been fantastic. I have a Join the Dead, which would have been great. I have... Honestly, a Malamet Warscribe would have done some serious lifting there, too, I think. I have the Echo, which wouldn't have done anything, though. I have, like, 6 removal spells, I think. Tinker's Tote would have been good for buying me some time. That was just a unfortunate draw, I think. Yes, the classic Bolas versus Shieldred matchup. Can I keep this hand? This hand is... Okay, I can just play Pup on turn 3, duh. Okay, this hand just got a lot better. Let's just hope to draw some reasonable cards here. That card's not going to save you, friend. I'm just going to flash in a Pup. Nice. They already have Descend trigger. That's crazy. I actually need another swamp. Like, I already needed the one, and now I need another one. This game has been incredibly awkward. I need them to not draw land now. This is so tough. Are they playing mono black? I need to draw land. Specifically swamp. There we go. Got there. Chupacabra Echo. I think I take the bat too. I could take Pup. Bounce the 1,000 thing. I'm going to kill that thing, attack them for 3. They're going to play this guy. It's a greedy Pup, I know. Oh no, I screwed this up. I now need to draw another land because of my greed. But this could work out. Ah! Gosh. I really want to draw land. They're going to kill my Echo of Dusk, or try to at least. Pup doing the work. Oh no. Okay, this is fine actually. They're gonna have to take pup. Oh, they don't take pup. What the heck are they doing? They punted. I'm so still in this. Once I play this Cloud Guard, I'm gonna be able to flip it. My Echo of Dusk not being able to have lifelink is so bad for me right now. The fact that I milled a pet, I don't know what I milled. Oh, I get to petrify this thing, which is perfect though. Oh yeah. Opponent is horribly color screwed. Man, that petrify was perfect. Comeback. Gosh. This game is insane! What is happening? Oh my gosh, I finally got it flipped. I hope they don't have another snail. Oh gosh, what are they trying to hit? Ah! It's an equipment! I've got a 9/9? I can gain 3 life here. Because then I can get back my corpses that I lost. So I'll essentially gain 2 life. What? Didn't block? Oh my gosh! What? What are they afraid of? What are they trying to beat? What do they think I have? Vito, my man! My man, my amigo! Yes! We're at 4! I feel so safe! I feel like this security blanket is wrapped around me. I'm so safe and warm. Come on, spell. That's a spell! That's a spell! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! How much damage was that gonna be? I would have taken like a 2-drop. That was gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33, 43, 40, 45. Just attack you for 45. Oh my gosh. And I was going to make a casual extra 10, extra 12, 12. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this would have been even bigger. It would have been for 46 because this would have gotten an extra guy. Oh my god. And I was going to gain 5. Yes! What a comeback! Yes! Oh, that was so close. Oh my gosh. If they'd taken the pup that one turn, I was going to have to, like, they were going to have their 1-1 flyer in play, and then they would have been able to win, I think. So, like, every game, you got to play it out to the end, because if they'd taken my pup, I wouldn't have been able to bounce my Chupacabra guy, and then I would have been able to kill that guy. Oh my gosh. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Oh my gosh, that was such a good draw. What a draw. Holy heck. Wow. Just need some water after that one. Ah. I have 4 lands. I don't really benefit from an extra planes anyway here. I love how many planes I'm able to draw. It's one of my greatest skills, is I'm a great planes gamer. That's what they call me. They call me the master of the planes. Nice. They're cave gamers. Okay. Not going to get too much value out of this pup. Have I drawn a land every draw step? Hey, BP. I'm doing pretty well. Whee! Let's go! What are they holding? They could have equipped something. Well, we're just chilling. They're making a 1-1. That's not great for me, honestly. They're getting some value out of their guy. I could have killed him, but... I figured they had a spell with all these cards in hand. Oh. What do I kill? I can't kill this. I'm just gonna hold my ground. I need this game to go long so I can just draw a chain of spells and then eventually they'll flood out, but they have so many caves, it's gonna be hard for that to happen. Okay. Archaeology. 3 to the bottom, okay. That's not good for me. Let's see what they're working with here. Yeah, that card's much worse for me. I'm hoping they go for like Equiptarians here, attack me with this guy. I double block, trade off my one guy, and then kill their guy before they get extra counters. Because now that I have this guy, I think I'm priced into killing this, so I can start attacking them for one and gaining some life. The reason I'm attacking like this is because they can always just tap my 3/5 with their 1,000 Moon Crack Shot. Yes. I remember what it was like to do things with my mana. I can strongly relate to my opponent's plays. I can't even use that. I don't have a permanent in my graveyard. I've drawn so far into my deck to not have a single permanent in my graveyard. It's okay. They're close to discovering off whip. They're only 1 mana off. If I had one of these guys in play, I'd be close to double activating. I'm almost assuredly going to lose this game, but it's a painful, slow loss. Okay. They have another Soaring Sunwing. Whoop-de-doo. So if I do that, then this will trade with this. This will trade with like this. I'm actually fine making these trades because then I can get closer to using my Chupacabra Echo. Oh my gosh. What kind of block is that? They're just giving me extra value. I guess they think I might have extra +1/+1, that's why I'm doing that. What the heck was that? That was so good for me. If Soul Cleave restored counters, it would be an actual playable card. As it is, they've like given me hopes of winning by playing like Wanderglyph and Swashbuckler Whip. I mean, Swashbuckler Whip isn't unplayable, I feel like, but it's pretty close. There's so much effort goes into it. They're going to finally equip Tarians, right? Onto their Sandwing. Finally. Like, it doesn't give any stats. Hmm. Hmm. That's not great for me. Because I was going to kill that and then kill this guy. I was not expecting him to have that card. Huh. Oh, no! The bats have arrived. Okay, I would love to draw one of my fungus guys that, like, mills me. I'm definitely losing this game, but it's not out of reach. I'm hoping to draw another chance to, like, get back 2 guys before they, like, exile my graveyard with this guy. I will say this game isn't very fun to play because it's just taking forever. And normally a lot of the fun games, like a lot of the long games are fun to play, but this one's like taking forever and like not like turns progressing taking forever. Like just like, oh, hmm. So this counts when my creatures die too. Because like my opponent is just taking a long time. Sure, they have plenty of decisions to make, but it's like the same decisions every turn. That's a joke. Imagine if I could have used it to get rid of their acrobatic leap. What? Okay. I have a lot of really good draws in this deck. Like Pup getting back Scribe is really good for me. Sure. Oh, nice. And then they can sack the cave to put 2 more counters. I feel like if I were them, I'd be attacking way more aggressively. But they have all the late game right now. They even have an extra thing to sack. Oh, Alpha and just lose the game. I have another War Scribe. I'm waiting for him to Alpha. At this point in the game, having only 2 creatures in my graveyard is super funny to me. Another chance is my best draw by far, I think. I'm just gonna need to turn out 1/1s is really gonna make. I mean, this game's over, but I feel like there's like some combo of draws I could have that would be good enough. But Magic is just about making the best play every turn you have. It's not about the like necessarily the outcome. But I am almost like, ah. Like it's just so slow. Like this game was over when I drew 10 lands in my first 10 draw steps, and I, even though I've drawn spells since then, I was like not able to close the door. And their deck is like built for this. Just all these caves they have, and like both of us drawing 1 spell per turn once they're already getting their whip activation is not good for me. And they've scratched 6 to the bottom. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, never mind. I'm going to kill this guy anyway. I thought the counter was on the other guy. At long last, my Chupacabra Echo is able to kill a humble 3/3. Woo! The bat got him again. This board state is crazy. Oh my gosh. They have 12 cards left in their deck. Hello! This draft is like, this game is taking like so long. I hope my opponent gets impatient and alpha strikes me. My opponent is playing very precise. They haven't made any huge errors. They probably could have won this game like 5 turns earlier, but like they're being pretty careful. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. Which I think means if I draw my second Malamet War Scribe or a pup, I might be good enough to kill them. Because 4 times 3 is my minimum damage here. That game was hellish. Hellish. That game took like an hour. It felt like. I've had games where I've decked that took less time. I just didn't even get to do anything either. It happens. I'm not mad that I drew 10 lands. I'm more so mad that my opponent took 50 turns to kill me. By just like taking the slowest line possible. We're 2-2 right now. But like my deck is better than 2-2. It's gonna win this game probably. That last game was a travesty. I don't even remember what the what was my first loss? I feel like it was just me getting absolutely savaged. Honestly, I barely remember my other games. It's good to take their removal spells because it just limits their option on dealing with the bat. I could have taken this guy. It was their only creature. But I have this guy to deal with their big guy. Wow, they don't even have 2 creatures in their graveyard. Oh my gosh. Greed rewarded. I guess I should have killed the Myco Tyrant. I knew they had these cards to get it back. Oh, I did that backwards. I did 1 extra damage. Like, I could have done 2 more points of damage to him. But maybe they would have chump blocked then. Gosh, I can't believe they hit a creature. The skill. Hmm. I think that was correct, what I just did. Making another massive creature. All of those guys are lethal, so they're going to have to block them. And I don't have a creature to play with it right now anyway. They only have 4 blockers. And all 3 of these are lethal, combined with this guy. Get wrecked. They hit a green 1-drop, but that's their only guy. They didn't even get it back. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. I know their cards pretty much. 3, 4 blockers. If I don't flip this and I just play this thing and attack with everything, they go to 9. These are both all 10, 10. So they have to block, 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 block. Then they'll take 1. So they block the biggest thing, which is 3 here. So they block the 4 biggest. And then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can double block one of them. I wanted to draw a spell that turn, but it's okay. I mean, I made a bunch of 10/10s. Smithy's ridiculous. Yeah, that was a good combo with the pup. So they have to block my 2 big guys, and then they take 3/6. Yeah. Got him! Yes! This deck isn't going to have a 2-3 record. Oh, I don't even remember my first loss. I remember I beat the mono black deck in that epic one. Did somebody else play a Malamet War Scribe against me or something? I feel like I got color screwed and lost. I don't remember, though. I remember... I've heard that playing like a goldfish is good. Short memory. Don't remember your defeats. It's like Dory from Finding Nemo. It's like, why are you following me? You said you could take me to my son. Oh, right, I know where he is. Follow me. It's like P. Wallaby 33 Sherman. No. P. Wallaby 33 Wallaby Way Sherman. Something. Oh my gosh, I'm messing up Finding Nemo references. That's like the worst. That's a fail. Big fail. Echo of Dusk has not been as good in this deck as it has been for me in other decks, but like having a lifelinker is so good. When you need that life gain, oh, only Echo of Dusk can satisfy. It's like a Snickers bar, but for life gain. Snickers bar. I don't have Snickers bars. But I do have them from time to time. The amount of time it's taking my opponent to choose whether to keep their hand is worrisome for the pace of play of this game. That being said, one does not simply walk into Mordor, one mulligans into Mordor. There we go. There's our scribe, our hero. The smithy combo was me bouncing my land smithy with my mischievous pup. Am I going to get hosed on white mana this time? Because that's not fun, and I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of that. Next turn I can petrify. Start attacking in. Maybe I can deadweight something plus Tinker's Tote. Yeah, that's good. It's not the best thing to deadweight, but it's something to deadweight. I'm just preparing myself to draw the exact card I need. Namely, my planes for this card to just kill them. 3/6. 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's lethal. I did the math. But I kind of have to just pacify that next turn. Oh, now they're just dead if I drop Malmo, right? Their removal spell. Cry myself to sleep. I'm just trying to extend the game now so I can draw planes. Oh, they get to defossilize it. I'm so dumb. Yeah, that's just a late night mistake. I'm so bad. Absolutely horrific play. Yeah, I went from very likely to win to very likely to lose just like that. Yeah. I'm probably still fine if I draw planes this turn. There we go. But, like, I would have won that turn if I hadn't blocked. Yes! Oh my gosh. Not getting punished for a late night punt is like... That's like my nirvana. That's like, oh my gosh. Also, my, the way that my webcam is attached to my computer is just like, obviously, the way they're mounted. They're just mounted onto the top of the computer. And sometimes that makes it hard to see what's in my opponent's hand. It's like, I have to like crane my head. So like I just forgot they had defossilized even though I just looked at it. Okay. I don't have like a better place to put the camera, and it's not usually an issue. But yeah. Black red. Echo of Dust, sure. I think I would rather just trade off my 3-1 for their Echo of Dust. Because I'm on the draw in this matchup, I don't want to get too fancy. I could have just played the snail, because I knew I wanted to play the pup. That could have been okay. I was also going to play snail, but hold up this thing activated. What did they exile? A land? Goodbye, Bartolome. You'll be missed. Just gonna use another chance here. So I've successfully stalled the early game against the black-red aggro deck, and now I can take over. Pup. Vanguard. Just picking apart their hand, card by card, card by card. Oh my gosh. I got a bitter triumph out of him. I will take that. I mean, I could have just waited and discarded it, but you know. Hopefully people are seeing the merits of Pup. Pup did some serious work. Okay. This is what I've got, opponent. Okay, we're both out of cards, but I have a 3/5 flyer hitting them. And a pseudo-indestructible guy, and they have a Menacer. Okay. Worrisome. Only slightly, though. Okay, they hit the snail. That's fine. I was holding that swamp in case they drew another snail. Oh, the 2-mana 1/1 lifelink flyer, still okay. Woo! Another win. Gosh, it's funny because even with all of the wins I've strung together, I still think I've spent the vast majority of this losing just because the one of the games I lost took so long, and one of my wins I was losing the entire time until I made that crazy last second comeback. But still, 5-2. I'm very pleased. Gosh, Pup plus just bouncing snail over and over is just demoralizing. Just slowly getting him dead. What a hand! I'm so happy. I'm going to cycle this thing just so my Chupacabra echoes better. Oh, now I'm definitely cycling it. Oh, baby! Oh, oh, oh. I wish I had a swamp, but that's okay. If I was a swamp man. I'm actually going to play this card, because then when my Smithy comes down, it'll be even better. I would be fine making this trade. I'll try to trade. Keep the board clear, as they say. If I draw a swamp, my Chupacabra Echo can kill whatever they play, probably. Yeah, I didn't want to have to deal with that guy. Swamp, 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 swamp. Yeah. Not the best. Now they can equip and start the treasure chain rolling. I just feel like I've had real troubles casting my spells this game. This just draft as a whole. Like, I feel like with 8 sources of each, I've had several times where I can't do what I want to do. Yep. My 4/3 can block here. But they're going to flip clay-fired bricks, and then it can't block there. Oh my gosh. Just give me a swamp. I'm begging you, Jack. I'm begging you. Oh my gosh. They have a pup too. I literally just need to draw a swamp in my top 15 cards. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you had a good time, Vitor. That'll do. Nice. Am I ever going to flip this? I don't think so. He says as he immediately draws the card that would let him flip it easily. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I should have just traded my 3/1. But then I would still barely have enough guys for the job. And I still think I have the late game if I just draw a swamp. Oh, that's a card. That's a card. I was doing the math on if I tapped all my mana and then use this to bounce a swamp, replay it. I'm one off of doing that. So if I attack for 7, I can flash in my guy to make it 8 and they won't expect it. Gosh. This game would be so eminently winnable if I just had a swamp. I just have to kill the Guidewing. I just have to trust that it'll happen eventually. There we go. I feel bad because if I had just let my Vanguard of the Rose die, I would definitely be winning this game. Just by merits of having done some stuff. Were they sacrificing it? Okay. If I draw War Scribe, I just win. I think. Bartolome del Presidio. I'm going to gain the life. I think it's the safer play in case like they top deck another Sunshot Militia. Because I want to get this thing back. So they have 2 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. 9 attackers when I play this thing again. So they block. They have to block Bartolome. And they block this thing, and then they 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, yeah. If they don't block Bartolome, I can sack my entire board to him. Woo! Got the win. I might that maybe made that harder than it needed to be. I could have just left my Tinker thing in play. I like literally drew Tinker Stone the next turn, which was like the best card for flipping it. I was kind of felt like I was in dicey shape potentially. Gosh, that one was frustrating though. I really wanted to get a swamp for so long. And I was like, gosh, this game would have been so easy if I just drawn it. But I guess it doesn't matter if it's easy or if it's not easy, just to make the right play every turn, which I think I did. Except maybe that one turn where I sacked the thing. But I had the inevitability from the corpse thing. Oh, thank goodness I have this guy. That makes this hand eminently keepable. It's not the best hand I've ever had, but it's definitely a reasonable hand. I'm still going to cycle it. Just gonna kill that guy now. I have another removal spell in hand. I don't have anything really better to do. And yeah, they have to explore. Shenanigans. Oh no. They're going all in on this guy. But I can just bounce my 1,000 Suns. Eric's. I think I'm in okay shape. I could have just eaten their guy, I know, but I'd rather just make another big guy. And next turn I can bring in this Scribe and just hit him for 1 billion. 1 billion damage. This card did not do much. It made 1 token, which is okay. I almost just pacified their guy so they wouldn't get any tokens, but... Oh, they needed a land. Why are they keeping cards on top if they need lands? Well, that's mighty suspicious. Gosh, they have 1 unknown card. Okay. They counter my triggered ability? Are you joking me? Wow, I keep getting owned by the Tidebinder. Now they need to rip a land off the top to play their 6-drop. If they don't, I just win it pretty much. I don't think that was a land. So, yay! If it was a land. Oh no. It's a Coatl Scavenger. Coatl. That might have been better than a land. My gosh. That was pretty good for them. The Tidebinder was pretty dang good there. Oh, they didn't get it. Oh my gosh. That is a rip off the top of the deck for sure. They have the Tidebinder. I think I still like attacking all. So if they play this thing, they're dead. Because all three of my guys are lethal. I've ensured that. But if they hold up the Tidebinder, they also die. Because all my guys are lethal, pretty much. And I can just play the Sandwing post-combat. I've put him in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Which I like to see. Their entire hand being face up certainly helps me with this analysis. The best line to survive this turn is to hold with the Tidebinder. To wit, my response is play Sandwing pre-combat, because they can Tidebinder the trigger. Oh, then it would be lose flying. Never mind. I definitely just attack. Gosh, drawing pup is super good here. Because they'll try to block my guy and trade with him, and I just get a flashing pup. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. I need to bounce my pup and then play the pup again. Whoops. So that I would still have my guy around. Oopsie daisies. Punt. I saw their hand because I killed their creatures and they bought their stuff back with a Coatl Scavenger. And I looked at their hand with that, and they were exploring it into their hand. Woo! Max win run. That's how you do it. We bounced back. We were 2-2. Things were looking grim, but then we rattled off 5 in a row. Let's go. Very satisfying wins right there with this deck. Yes! Oh my gosh. So what we could have done with the pup there was, it's not even necessarily correct, but we could have bounced our own pup before the damage was dealt and then played the pup again. And then our guy would have lived and just eaten their guy. So they would have still had a 3-2, but we would have had 2 pups and our 4-4 and a 3-1. My gosh. This deck was awesome. Starting with 2 Malamet War Scribes, and then we were off to the races. So we had the Malamets, which won us some games. We had Thousand Moon Smithy, which was just absurd in some games. The Brood-Rage Mycoid won us our first game single-handedly, which was awesome. Chupacabra was great. Oltec was solid. Pup, serious work from this card. I mean, when you just flash it in, it's fine. But especially when you have another chance, you know you're going to get the pup back at some point, and then the pup's going to do some stuff, which is awesome. Tinker's Toad is great. Corpses was fantastic, just crushing. We got past this card. It was wild. Necromage was good. Join the Dead was good. I mean, this card's obviously fantastic. Bartolome was great, especially that one game where he threatened like lethal by himself. Snail plus Pup. Let's go. Echo of Dusk was pretty solid, and actually like the games where it's good, it's like really good. So it's worth playing when it's just a vanilla 2-2. Bat was pretty solid. Marionette. Honestly, all of our cards did great work. That's going to do it for this one, though. If you did make it all the way to the end and you're watching this on YouTube, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag good boy, because the pup did a lot of cool stuff, and there were some doubters in the Twitch chat, at least, on whether or not the pup was going to be worth including in the deck. So hashtag good boy to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Actually, that's kind of it's a weird one to leave. You can come up with your own. You could leave hashtag the gnomes are here or something like that. But I just think this is a good pup. He made a gnome very angry when he took that, or he made one very happy when he brings it back. I just love Pup. He is a good boy. Good Pup. But yes, I love Pup. Just cool synergy pieces. And the scribe was fantastic. Oh, hashtag cats and dogs. That's a really good hashtag, because this is the cat, this is the dog. Hashtag cats and dogs to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.